Hey guys, welcome back. Um, so I guess you saw it. Well, for those of you who did see the last video I did, that was with my brother Hobbs or Q, um, and I love that I had that conversation with him. I was actually talking to him afterward. I was like, man, I love that. I love where it went. Like we didn't plan for that. We were just kind of being ourselves, and that's how I kind of want to keep it. I don't want to really plan for anything. I just want to see where it goes. And I love that we started talking about God, and that thing that's bigger than us. And so I just wanted to kind of, I guess, touch up on that or visit that again. You know, I guess like I've struggled with my own faith. I was born and raised Catholic. Middle school went to St. Stephen's. High school went to Chaminade. And I loved my education, and we were adamant about going to church. Growing up, my mom was very adamant about going to church, and I remember going to in middle school church every Friday, as well as in high school, and I don't know, it just kind of became like a routine. Like I said, in the first video, my foundation is love. I believe in love. That's my foundation. But I've never really like equated love to God or, God is love. But I've never, I guess, called God God. And I guess that was pretty big for me. I mean, just kind of putting a label on this bigness, and you'll get to know. You'll see that I'm not big on labels at all. Like labels is like for me like just putting things in a box, and it's like no, like it's not necessarily that, that which we place in that box. It's not that, we call it that because we need to associate it with something. We need to, when we're talking about it, we need to, okay, well, as a reference point, but that's all that it is. It's just a reference point. And we take it so literally sometimes. And it's like, no, but it's not that. It's more than that. It's bigger than that, and I guess that's what I get caught up in. It's like, the human language is just like, I love it, but it's so complicated because it's at the end of the day, I guess that's like my thing with words, or what I've learned anyways, because words at the end of the day, yeah, they're powerful and but it's not everything, it's not. You can't really say what's in here. Like we try to the best of our ability. We try to say what's in here. But sometimes more than often it falls short. It falls short, and I feel like we need to keep that in mind. And I guess it goes back to the whole. Which is why I'm not, confident when I do speak because it's like, no, it's not that, because it's more than that, and there's so much more, like just reminded that AT&T commercial, more, there's more, and I want more, there's more. I think it's AT&T, anyway, I know. But anyways, so going back to Hob, and talking to Hob and him bringing God, putting us through he doesn't give us what we can't handle, right? The universe doesn't give us what we can't handle. Um, Obviously, you know, sometimes we think we have a say in it. Um, I'm starting to realize that we really don't, you know, things are gonna happen how they're gonna happen. And at that moment, yes, we do have a say in it, you know, but I think sometimes we try to fight we try to fight the inevitable, you know, and that's when it's like you step back and you're like, I tried to avoid this from happening, or I never intentionally wanted this to happen, but it happened either way, you know, and those are the things that's like, okay, we just kind of like fall back and you're just like, okay, well, let me analyze this, you know, let me look at the bigger picture, you know, what's really going on, what's behind the scenes that I'm not seeing, right? um and that's the universe, I believe, speaking to us. That's God speaking to us. um and we miss those signs so much, right? Which is why we say history repeats itself, or the cycle repeats itself, or just making the same mistake over and over again, because you're not seeing it. We're not seeing it. You know, how many times have I made the same mistake? I wasn't seeing it. You know, it was right in front of my face. It was happening to me. I was in it, you know, and I still didn't see it, you know, and I feel like, and that's what my brother was talking about, you know, like, that's why, you know, with everybody is different, but like sometimes you gotta, you know, that saying, you gotta hit rock bottom, you know, and everybody's rock bottom is different, you know, but, and there's no rock bottom greater than another rock bottom, you know, like I said, like I wouldn't have been able to handle, I probably wouldn't be here if I went through what my brother went through. Um, you know, um, so going back, I guess, to faith, um, you know, when I was, you know, kind of deep in my sadness, I just started to pray a lot, um, because I just saw myself like I had zero control. Like it's just really crazy. You know, you have no control over yourself, over your emotions. You just cry. You feel so lifeless, right? And no matter what you try to do, like I tried to eat, like, you know, because I felt like this weakness that just consumed me, and I would just eat. So I was like, okay, I gotta eat. So, you know, to make this go away, to make this weakness go away, you know, but even food didn't do it, you know, food didn't quench that weakness, you know, quench that hunger. Um, and I would just cry, you know. Fear just kind of would take over. Um, the fear of, I guess, not getting out of it more than anything, you know. And it was just big, and so I just gave it up. I just kind of like gave it up to God. Um, and I still do, and it's not easy. You know, but you just realize that it's not it's not it's not in my control. You know, I tried to control it, right? We try to control some things in our lives and try to control our lives, you know. And we realize that, right? Throw your hands up in the air and you're just like, all right, obviously I'm doing something wrong, you know, or I'm missing something here, you know. Um, there's a missing puzzle piece that I'm just like, I thought I had, you know, it's not fitting, you know, and so you have no other choice but to kind of resign and take refuge in the not knowing, take refuge in that something that's bigger than you. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I still do. It's not easy because ego wants to take control. Ego wants to have it all under control. Ego wants to let you know that fear is real, right? Anxiety is real. And as real as it may feel, you know, it'll pass, you know. But that's where I think faith comes in. And I'm not saying this to say that it's easy. It's an easy task because it's not. Um, it's not at all. I pray for it daily. You know, faith the size of a mustard seed. That's what I pray for. Strength and faith the size of a mustard seed. You know, that's all I want. That's all I need. You know, I don't want to be selfish either. You know, I get it. I'm human, right? But I just pray for strength and faith the size of a mustard seed, because I know that with faith, I believe that with faith, all things are possible. Um, you know, I've always admired people that being in church and people that I've come across. I've always admired their faith. You know, like no matter what they're going through, and no matter what the current situation is in the world, you know, they're there. You know, fighting back with joy. You know, fighting back with faith, fighting back with love. You know, and I think that is so amazing and inspiring and motivating. Um, you know, and I want that. I want that kind of faith. You know, so I learn from those individuals. You know, and observing them and just in how they are. You know, very positive. You know, and acknowledging our own weaknesses and acknowledging our ego, you know, because it's there, you know. But that's all it is. Just acknowledging that it's there, you know. There's nothing wrong with my weaknesses, with our weaknesses, you know. We're human. We have them, right? And there's nothing wrong with them, you know. So it's just getting to know them, you know. It's being aware that they're there, you know. But to not focus on them, you know. Right? So it's like focus on your strengths. And that is not an easy task either, right? Focusing on your strengths. Sometimes I don't even know what my strengths are. You know, it's like, you know, I don't know, you know, so when I don't know, that's when I kind of just leave it up to God. I'm like, all right, I don't know. So guide me, lead the way. I honestly just want to be the light, right? I just want to be light in this world. So however I can channel that light, that's how I want to do it. But I don't know, you know? And it's okay not to know. It's really okay not to know. And I'm starting to be comfortable with that. And then not knowing. Because it seems as if like everybody knows. It's like, what does everybody know that I don't know? Right? Like, what? I didn't get the memo. I didn't get it, and it's like, man, I'm missing it all the time, but I'm not. I'm not missing it. I'm really not. I'm not. I'm okay. We're okay. Before I go over, I feel like I'm rambling. I always feel like I'm rambling. I'm reading this book. Don't judge me. No, I'm reading this book, God's Leading Lady, by T.D. Jakes. So for all you ladies out there, highly recommended read. My sister-in-law actually gave it to me. I love my sister-in-law. She's so magical. But yeah, she gave it to me to read a while ago, actually. And I saw it yesterday in my closet, on the shelf, and I was like, that's a sign, because I just finished talking to my brother about you, and so I gotta pick you up, right? And it's been that I've had this book for over a year now, and I just read the introduction when I first received it, but then I never picked it up again. Right? We get distracted a lot, so we get caught up in other things because we think other things are more important, and so that's what happens. But anyways, I saw it last night, and I'm like, okay, I gotta pick you up. So I started reading it, and what I was reading, how when you read things or you see something, and it happens more for me when I read things. I'm a reader. I love to read, so it's like when I read things, it's like, gosh, like, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, that's yes. Like, you're like, what? It's like, it's like, it's you. It's like you're reading your own thoughts, and I think that there's so much power in that. And then in that moment, you're just like, you feel something so magical inside, and you're just like, okay, this is telling me something. This is a sign. I have no idea what the sign is sometimes. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on, but I just know that, okay, I'm on the right track. I got this, and it just feels so awesome. Like, it feels so great. Like, I love it, so it puts a smile on my face, and I'm like, yes, so I wanted to share that with you. Because this is a big topic for me. All right, so how do we see beyond ourselves when we look in the mirror? How do we transcend the illusion of appearance and focus on the realities of God's calling, or the universe's calling, right? Or source's calling? Well, we have to look beyond the reflection in the looking glass and embrace the vision God has created for us. We have to look into the mirror of our souls and be real about what we see. We must see beyond the past hurts, beyond the present afflictions, beyond the future uncertainties, and yield ourselves to the Lord's goodness, to the blessedness of becoming His leading lady, right? Title of the book, Leading Lady. But, we could translate that. We could, his leading gentlemen and ladies, right? His leading men and women, his leading soldiers, right? We're talking about the armor of God, his leading soldiers. I like soldiers because it's like, it's like, just makes me feel strong, like soldier, just makes, I don't know, it just makes me feel strong. So whatever makes you feel good about it, right? So soldier, lady, man, gentleman, knight, sir, I like knight too, actually. That was pretty badass. All right, but when I look in the mirror, or in the past anyways, when I've looked in the mirror, I still look in the mirror, but I don't know. Anyways, continue speaking, Barbara. Um, when I look in the mirror, um, I've never really seen past this, right? And I'm not content with this because this represents sadness. This represents not enough. This represents weak, flawed. Um, and that's all I saw, right? But I never really saw beyond that, you know? Yes, I could sit down, I could have a conversation with you about ego versus soul. Like, you know, like I wrote like a whole series on that, you know? Um, and it just reminds me, it's just ego versus soul. It's just like if you know the story about the two wolves, you know, which one are you feeding, right? Um, it's just that, you know, and I want to feed my soul, you know? I want to feed my soul. I don't want to feed my ego anymore, you know? Um, so when I look in the mirror, I gotta dig, you know? But when I look in the mirror, I see love, right? I see compassion. I see wisdom. I see humility. I see that bigness, right? I see power, you know, that those God qualities, those universal qualities, those source qualities, those infinite qualities, you know, that is soul, you know, and that's where I want to be from, right? That's where I want to come from. That's where I want to live from. That's where I want to grow from, right? And that takes faith and action, right? It takes a lot of faith. And in human terms, that's like faith the size of a mustard seed, right? At least that's the way I see it. Which is why it's all I ask. Just faith at least the size of a mustard seed and strength. You know? And that makes me feel good. You know? Like I feel safe with that knowledge. I feel safe with the armor of God, like we were talking about. I may not understand it, you know, and I'll be the first to say I do not understand it, right? I you know, read some passages. I was reading a passage this morning, and I was just like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Okay, yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, all right. No, don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. You know, but which is why I ask for understanding. And, you know, and it's okay not to understand. I think that when you read a passage and it just kind of forces you to think because you want to understand, I think that's enough. I think it's doing its job, right? It's making you think outside of yourself. And that's what I love to do. That's why I believe in the power of words. And that's why I love spoken word, because it just makes you think, right? We're not asking you to, you know, be as passionate as what I'm saying or believe in what I'm saying or be on my side. There is no side. We're just asking you to think. Take a minute to step outside of yourself. Take a minute to step outside of yourself. How often do we do that? We're just so wrapped up in ourselves all the time, you know, that we fail to see that bigness, that something more, that it's not about us, right? There's something more. There was one more thing that, what was it? Okay, yeah, it was, wrote it down. Fright need not stop you when you have faith for that which you are afraid. I had to read that like 3 times. Fright need not stop you when you have faith for that which you are afraid. So it's like, for me, the way I take that is, when you have faith, right, and fear comes in, which for me, fear kind of comes in like all the time, you know, daily fear comes in more than once, right? Creeps in, right? I don't know why I did this. This is like, so like fear creeps in, and faith, and that's when, you know, which one are you gonna feed? You know, which wolf are you gonna feed? You're gonna feed fear, or you're gonna feed faith? You're gonna feed love, you know? And that's when you just gotta like, which one's gonna bear you more fruit, right? Fear definitely isn't gonna bear me fruit. But faith will, love will. I know love will. You know, like I said, it's not easy, but that's when you just kind of like, you have to let it go, you know, and leave it to God, leave it to the universe, you know, and pray or meditate or just breathe. You know, breath is life. Anyways, I am running so over 27 minutes. I cannot believe that. I'm so sorry. And most of it is like me just kind of rambling and thinking, not out loud, just kind of like sharing. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that, get that out of the way. The next, I'll be talking to my 2 cousins for the next time, which should be fun, very fun and interesting. I'm looking forward to that one. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or if you want to continue this dialogue of faith, I would love to continue this dialogue. I'm still kind of learning and diving back into faith, and I'm still exploring that. I'm still learning, growing, understanding. That's like a lifetime thing for me. So I welcome questions and I welcome any type of words of wisdom, right? Or encouragement or support or, hey, Barbara, I think this meant this, or, you know, what do you think about, you know, I don't know. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a blessed day. Keep the faith, stay strong, and remember, we're creating a happy, healthy, loving life. Right? To happiness, to health, and to love. Cheers. Thank you.